Welcome to you all out there, and welcome to another one of my videos. Hope you're all well. And today I'm down at Selsey. Gentle breeze, tide's coming in. Was going to go to Shoreham, but changed of plan, thought we'd come down here. Target today, Bream. I've got 4 rods, but I'm probably just going to fish 2. I'm going to fish a scratching rig with some frozen lug on it. Might chuck the bigger bait out when the tide starts to move, just to see, you never know. And then I'm going to fish a lighter rod, hoping to target bream. I've got tiny hooks on, put some squid on there, bosh it out, see what. We've only been here a few moments, and Andy, as you can see, has caught a stonker of a bream. Really cool. Well done, chap. Really big enough. And I haven't even got my rods in the water. What's going on?
MPH, that's hard. I've had 3 bites. Oh, mate. Look at that EVA.
There he goes. Shows how clear the water is. From where Andy's casting, I don't think you need to be too far out. Seems to be about right. Right, it's just started to drizzle. It's going to be one of those days, but we can deal with that. So I've got a heavy rod this side, a couple of lag on, lighter rod this side, strips of squid. Andy's already caught 2 fish, always the way with Andy. Never lets me down, which is really cool. Both really nice fish. And I want some fish. Please, fish, come along. But I think we might have quite a good day today, as long as the weed stays away. We're going to go to Shoreham. But I thought, you know what, we'll drive the extra 20 odd miles to come down here, and I'm glad we did, I have to say. It is crystal clear out there, and yeah, not a bad day, really. No wind, which is good. I just had a bonkers bite on this rod. What have we got here? Hey. Now, one of you out there said, catch a bass. Bloody hell. That's just mad. That was on a tiny itty bitty bit of squid. That's just crazy. Absolutely stonking. Right, you. I'm just going to put you straight back, fellow. Your little watery home. How cool's that? Right, look at you go. Now that's what I like to see. Away. That's brilliant. Andy was just saying to me that it shows that baits close in and small baits doesn't necessarily mean small fish. I think we get too obsessional sometimes with let's put a big bait on and hurl the big bait out. But we're fishing quite close in, and that's proof, isn't it, that these things are roaming about out there. But let's get this out and see if we can get another one. What are we here? We have weed and a fish. Ah, that's just crazy. One of them crazy days today. Pop you back out. See if you did okay. Well, fishing is a contrary sport, isn't it? That you can go all those days with nothing, and then you can come down here, and we've only been here. I fished for less than an hour, and I've had some storming fish. Same with Andy. Oh, and there we go again, it would seem. Right, let's focus on what I'm meant to be doing, which is fishing, not yattering. Right, the other rod's just gone steaming off. So what we got on here? Oh, there's something on here. Oh yeah. Oh, this is decent. Whatever this is, I do hope it's not weed, because then I'm going to look a complete idiot. You know those moments where the weed grabs it and the tide pulls it, and you think, oh, I have an enormous fish. But what have I got? I have weed. That is the reality of that moment. Let us hope that this is just a minor one-off. We're starting to reel in lumps of weed. Andy's just brought a load in. So I think it's the state of the tide, which is a pain in the arse, I have to say, because we don't want to be reeling great clumps of that rubbish in. But it's fishing, isn't it? That's just what it's about. You have to deal with these things, and we've had a few fish up till now, so I can't really be mithering too much. It's a bit tiresome. But that's the way it goes. And it's now started to rain. Oh, right, we have a thumper of a bite on here. I don't know whether it's weed or whether it's a fish. Well, it feels like something's on here. Oh yeah, it's going some. Now this is a proper bream. Look at that one. Bloody hell. Here we go. It shows today that the bream are in, and Andy's a real man, so he'll pick them up without a towel. Brilliant fellow. Right, we've got a steamer of a bite on here. How quick was that? I only just cast it out. Is there a fish on here? I think there is. These are all bloody good fish, I have to say. Look at that. That's a beezer of a fish. Right. There we go. What a cool fish that is. Thank you, fish. Right, let's get you out your gob. Get you on your way. Oh, yes, please. Right, let's get you back. To fight another day. Have another species to add to the pot. The size of that one. Ha. Ha. Well, so much for that bloke who said to us earlier on, you don't want to fish here, you'll only catch tiddlers. Well, I think we've kind of proved him wrong. Yeah, we're having a crack over a day, even though the rain's around, but kind of live with that. Have some steaming bites, but they're really quick, like bang, and you've got to be on them so fast. Yep, so Andy has just caught himself another one. A cracker, about £half-pound fish, I would say, going back. Still pissing down with rain, and this little fellow's just come along, a tiny little bass, the smallest fish, but nevertheless a fish. Right, you, let's get you back. Gone. Whoa, it's wet now. So, just contemplating how unpleasant it was in the rain. And we've had like an hour of no fish, but Andy's had a spider crab and I got this little chap. So let's get him back into his little watery house. Now, a few of you out there might wonder where Ross has been last few sessions that I've been on. He, poor old fellow, is having to isolate. His daughter picked up COVID and he was in contact with her, so he's, I think, isolating till next Wednesday. But Ross, if you're watching, chat, Andy and I are missing you, and you would have loved today. I know bream are one of your favourite fishes, both for catching and eating, and you would have done really well today. You wouldn't have liked today though because of the rain, but there's always a bit of a payoff, isn't there? But I'm going to reel this in and get some more bait and chuck it back out and see if we can catch another fish. Is it gone? Don't know. Bloody weed. Oh no, it's on there. Hey, you gave a right cracking little bite. Right. Whee. A handsome little fish. In the rain. Right, Bream. Whoa. Get you back. Oh yes, please. So, Andy has got himself another bream. How heavy do you reckon, Andy?
Just on a pound.
Pound. Handsome looking fish though when you get real close. They're such fantastic little things. That's a male, isn't it? Male, female? Females are usually bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I don't know about you know.
Yeah. Well, no, fair point.
The males are normally guarding the nest, so these things could be the juvenile females.
Right.
The juveniles haven't started breeding yet.
Oh well. It's certainly the weather for fish. You can see it ragging at it, so I suspect there's probably shoals of the little itty bitty bream out there, because we've had a few. Now Andy and I have been getting these tiny see, if we put the camera real close it looks huge, but your hand gives it away. There's gazillions of these little things ragging the bait out there, and they're not that far out. They give really whacking little bites though, I have to say. They are game little fish. I'm going to introduce you to a young man who wants to be on YouTube, and his mum's quite happy for him to be on YouTube. He's down here in the deluging rain picking up crab shells and having a whale of a time, and I think is a fisherman in the making for the future. So I'm going to hand over to Jasper. Let's go and get him. So first question is,
Yeah.
How old are you?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Going on 30?
Yeah.
You are. What's your name?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Yeah.
And what are you doing down here today, Jasper?
I'm on holiday and I've come to look at the fishermen.
Come to look at the fishermen?
Yeah.
And have you seen any fish?
Well, I've seen one little fish and a squid.
A squid?
Yeah.
And what do you think of the squid? Would you like to eat squid?
Yeah.
You would?
I've eaten a lot of squid.
You've eaten a lot of squid?
Is it like lem hoop?
Yeah. So you're a bit of a cosmopolitan young man, aren't you?
No, I'm addicted to fish.
You're addicted to fish?
Yeah.
Well, you're saying all the right things. Do you want to say hello to the people out here?
Hello.
There's lots of people who'll be watching you. So you're now famous. You will be on YouTube. I will put this video up tomorrow.
How do you subscribe? Because I don't know.
Your mummy will show you. She understands all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
High five, Jess.
So, good on you. You have a lovely holiday.
Thank you.
All right. Nice to meet you, chap. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, it's gone to his head now. No, don't be silly. You have a lovely day.
Your daughter back.
Thanks. Bye. So we've just had another bite on this rod. Let's get it in. Let's see. There we go. It's a little bass. They are fantastic little things. Come here, you. Let's get you back in your watery home. Shows you don't have to cast very far. But they do, for such little fish, they give an amazing bite. But even the little ones are as spiky as what's-its. They put their gill rakers out, these things, and they're really spiky on here, and then this thing pops up. So if you were something wanting to eat them, you wouldn't really enjoy snacking on a bass. Go on, chap, there you go, go on. A little bullet of silver. God, I'm wet now. It's seeped into every part of me. You know those days where it just gets in every nook and cranny, and this is meant to be waterproof. It's a berg house, but it's managed to find its way in. We're going to give it another hour and then call it a day. I think it's all gone a bit quiet, and as always, it's really appreciated you watching my videos, and today I can hold my head up for a change as opposed to the fishless one. But yeah, the fish gods were with us today, and combination of the weather, I would think. But I think I'm going to go home, and you've guessed it, drink cider is the plan. So stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.